Was it a joke or was it an intro bit? I don't remember.
I was gonna have us traveling through purgatory again.
No, again.
Haven't we traveled through purgatory before?
Well,
I think we've died before.
I think we died once.
Okay, so we died and now we're in purgatory. Okay.
I've died at least twice, and I'm like, what? This is version 3.0? I think that's what happened.
Unlimited Pino. Unlimited Pino.
You got it. Woohoo.
You got it, boys.
Welcome, ghouls and goblins, to the 82nd episode of the Funky Anime Podcast. This is Garb. Today I will be your spirit guide as us three souls wander this audio-only purgatory. How's your day doing in the purgatory, Pino?
Can't see my hands.
Oh no.
This is audio only. You're just voices in the ever so void.
It's a little scary at first. Oh, I don't know. Do they sell headphones?
I don't know. I'm gonna go and see.
How are you,
Can we
Chuck?
go check out this? Can we check out the Spear at Walmart? I need to pick up a couple things before we go.
Yeah, they have real great deals.
Dude, it's because they underpay their workers.
Great.
Yeah.
We're low on.
Yay! We
soul
love
coin.
capitalism.
We need to be more careful. We need to be more careful next time we're astral projecting. We can't afford to go to purgatory again.
My
They
bad.
won't let
Sorry,
us.
guys.
Oh. Anyway, today we're talking about Anohana, which is otherwise, or like more literally translated as, we still don't know the name of the flowers we saw that day, but I think more accurately in the show, they smelled the flowers more. But
I believe you. I too watched this anime.
And it came out spring 2011. It was animated by A1 Pictures, and they had producers from Aniplex, Shunsuke Saito, Aniplex. And the director's done a lot of stuff.
Really?
Tatsuyuki Nagai. And there were lots of people that worked on Toradora. And so we already watched Toradora, so
They do have the same kind of facial things going on. Like,
Well,
they feel kind of roundy.
One thing that, well, because it's A1 Pictures, who's also rebranded. I think they already rebranded to Cloverworks fully.
oh, they have. I totally forgot.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure that
They're
I'm
still A1
getting that.
steak
Yeah,
sauce
they
to me,
rebrand.
baby.
Well, okay. So Cloverworks is one of the A1 Pictures studios.
Oh, so like a
it's-
subsidiary or a
Yeah,
little...
so it's
Okay.
I don't know if they're like completely independent. I can't look at that for certain, but I always see Cloverworks and I'm like, oh yeah, they're cool. They've done well because they did like Wonder Egg Priority. They
Didn't they
did
do
work
Erased?
on Fairy Tale. They did work on Bunny Girl Senpai, Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, the originator of the sissy flu.
Dude,
Well, they just helped trigger.
bro. You got
Yeah, I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't get the sissy flu. Don't.
I didn't
pin
get
that-
sissy
don't-
flu
don't
from
pin
that
on me.
shit. No
We
way. I
did-
would have been a weak bitch if I got the sissy flu there.
So, for some real quick context, the sissy flu is when we watched Darling in the Franxx. I actually had the flu, but I also I don't know if it was just some combination of just flu emotions and just general fever nonsense. But Darling in the Franxx made me cry super hard, and so we called it the sissy flu. But I think we all came down with a case of the sissy flu for this show.
Yeah.
So basically, if we get emotional, we got the sissy flu. Despite
It's the sissy flu.
despite us coining it during Darling in the Franxx, I think we've cried a couple times to a couple of these animes we
A
watched.
couple of times. Jesus, that's an understatement, Chief.
It would have. What was one of them? We obviously one of them was Made in Abyss.
Let me
Yeah.
scroll through. Let's see.
Made in Abyss.
Made in
We
Abyss,
cried
I
in the
cried-
episode.
We cried like on
I cried
command.
watching.
They said episode starting. Hey, what the? It's so humid in here. It's so humid.
Cried during Death Parade. Cried during Love Live. I cried during Beyond the Boundary.
Oh, so you're just kind of yours,
Cried
yeah. I'm
during Erased. Cried during K-On!
Shoot,
Cried during
I'll-
A Silent
Jesus.
Voice. Cried during Haikyuu. Hey,
Let me scroll through it and let me see what I cried
I'm
to.
soft, okay?
Just cried to
I'm
Bobobo.
I always cry to Bobobo. Oh,
Let's
Bobobo
see.
was in this show. They just
Yo.
it was funny because they
They
called Pokemon like Nokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bobobo just gets to be Bobobo.
Well, no. In the dub,
it's Bobo.
it wasn't Bobobo. They said like Robobo or some shit.
No,
But-
I'm pretty sure they only said they said it differently. They said
No,
dude,
in
I
the
love
sub,
Bobo.
they said, but they may not have said Bobobo, Bobobo.
That's
But they
very
said
funny, though.
they called it Bobobo.
We
Well,
saw
well,
we saw the
because
manga he was reading. There was an
Yeah, I
afro
saw the
man.
manga and I'm like, that's Bobobo. What the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a lot of references in the show.
Yeah.
Pretty
So-
hyped to the young crowd.
Yeah, but so you know this show was gonna be good when there was Bobobo already.
But yeah, I mean, A1 usually they're hit or miss sometimes if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah, they did.
Well, like-
they did Blend S. They did Sword Art Online.
They're smiling and they're sweet. No wonder, because they're sadistic.
Yeah,
a
and
surprise.
working. They're working
Yeah,
people.
Working?
service.
Actually, super good. I love working.
Dude. I came back from work. That's ironic.
Wow, look at how
Look at us.
ironic.
He
Truly.
journeyed.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us going to work.
Who would have thought? Not
Yeah.
me.
No, one of the shows that I really that I felt like was a super close comparison to this was Erased.
I've had the
Yeah.
same sentiments, at least in the terms of how I can. Well, not on the terms of how I consumed it, but how it made me feel at the end.
Yeah, how bad I hurt.
It hurt. It did,
It did hurt it.
dude.
Sorry that we just kind of went on a tangent about a
Oh, Jamie
bunch of
wants
different
in.
shit.
That's all right.
Jamie-
While Jamie wants in, I mean, like this, I've never heard of this show before. I mean, I've seen it. I actively avoid it because I have a thing where I just don't want to watch sad stuff anymore.
You got a thing where you don't want to watch anime.
I just don't want to watch sad stories that I know I'm gonna cry to. And I even called it last week. I'm like, this better not make me sad. And oh boy,
and then I just sent the eyes emoji because
Yeah.
that's what I do.
exactly. Of course, it did take me a while to actually show emotion. I feel like it was near the tail end.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
me too.
I did some tears around 8, and then I just broke down at 11.
I-
Like,
I-
And
was
9
like-
got me teary eyed, but
Yeah.
it didn't get to me till like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I think when the dad was at the graveyard, that's when I was like, oh, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't,
Yeah,
you're
no,
not allowed
well-
to toy with me, man.
well, we'll
David,
talk
will
about
you sit
that
in
more.
one
But
place,
hey, Garb,
Yeah,
do we got someone or some people we have to thank?
we sure
Before
do.
we-
Our lovely patrons.
Ooh.
Who? Oh, or
Jamie
me.
is
Do you
in
want-
front of my monitor.
Jamie says you're not allowed.
No thanks. You only thank me. Well, thank you, Jamie.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jamie.
thank
for...
you to Jamie for always supporting us and jingle jangling.
Dude, if it's not an episode of the Funky Anime Podcast without the jingle jangle. Am I right?
For
Yeah.
real. But we want to thank Greta. We want to thank Cosmos. We want to thank Jasmine. And we want to thank Seed. Y'all are wonderful, and every one of you are great.
Wait, did you miss Sid?
Probably. So I'm sorry, Sid.
Sorry,
I'm
Sid,
sorry,
we love
Sid.
you.
Guys, because Garb is so bad at this. Thank you, Cosmos, Jasmine, Cream Puff, and Sid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cream Puff. I miss Cream Puff too.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, bro!
This is why I never say it during my
This
episode.
is why people don't like us. Because
Have you noticed I've never had to thank
They're like,
anybody
I'm
in
not
my
paying-
episode?
I'm not
Because I
paying
would
for
not
that
remember.
Patreon.
I'm just kidding.
They won't remember me.
I don't remember.
Remember me.
I'm sorry. I was just a
Remember
dumbass.
me. Are we
Dude,
gonna go
that's
into Coco now? You're gonna make me
Yeah,
cry
dude.
again in Spanish?
Hey, Pino.
Huh.
See.
No. Oh man. All right, get the show on the road.
Oh yeah, for real. So, well, let's go ahead and go into first impressions. Did anyone have any? Or fuck, Chuck.
I've been doxxed.
No, it's
So we
okay.
can
We can
fix
just
it in
bleep it,
post.
dude.
I'll fix it. No, but
It's gonna be funny when he says Chuck. No, wait, Chuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. But I did actually watch this anime. I think up to episode 6. I think is what I remembered of, and I watched it about like a year and a half ago. And it was me and my partner. We were watching it, and we kind of just fell off. Fruits Baskets was running at the time, and we wanted to watch that. Which fucking the final season's running right now, and Papa bless. But so I dropped it, and we will talk about that in the future. How I am sad that I dropped it. I also feel like it was watching it now was the right time for me than back then. So
You got to more enjoy it this go around.
yeah, for sure.
Very good. What about
Nice.
you, Pino?
Well, I was explaining a little bit to Chuck while you were playing with Jamie. Well, actually helping Jamie with the technical work. But I actively avoid sad shows, so I was told, hey, this show's pretty sad, and I saw there was a girl with a white dress. I'm like, she's probably dead, I think. And I said, I'm not going back. I'm not going to watch this show. So I've actively avoided it, dreading the day that it would be on the list. And lo and behold, you betrayed me. You don't pick these type of shows.
I genuinely do not remember putting this on the list. It was on the list, and I didn't even bother checking until we were recording the last episode. And I saw Anohana. I don't remember putting that on there. And I looked it up real quick, and everyone was like, "This is gonna make you cry." And I was like, "Great."
I feel like it's kind of poetic where we don't remember that we put the show on there. Kind of like the girl didn't show up until this moment had to happen. It was just a spirit.
Hey, I just like a peek behind the curtains. We've had the first 100 episodes planned out for years now, and
well, for the most part, we
switch them around.
Some deviations.
Let's see. When was that message posted?
And some of mine aren't all the way filled out.
And it says edited too.
But when you posted that first one, it was 2018. So yes. And obviously, we change stuff around every time just because we want to figure it out,
or special occasions like the JoJo announcement.
But we be planning.
Yeah, we gotta weigh. We know what's going to happen.
And we also try to like space it out to where there's like a couple movies just for our own sake,
or something short.
Yeah. That's why sometimes when we're lazy. You'll see a bunch of movies in a row. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, nothing.
There's something about I think we have movies coming up because we're lazy. But
I think we have shorter shows coming up relatively soon. Yeah. So
this was a shorter show. This was only 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're lazy. I mean, we are pretty obvious whenever we we're very obvious when we post filler.
Well, this isn't filler though. This is canon.
Yeah, no. But I mean, whenever we do, we're very
I don't know. On our shoulder. There's some really good short shows, and this is one of them.
This one, it's got a lot to do.
And this was a totally original work.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
Original
work.
Enough beating around the bush. Garb, what are we going to talk about?
That damn bush just wouldn't sit still.
Oh wow, can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I don't even remember putting it on the list, so I maybe saw the opening. I don't know. But
I believe you.
Yeah. So we can go on to the presentation. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was really great, but it was better than adequate.
I thought it was great.
I liked it.
I thought it was really pretty. Well, so I'll bring this up more in the miscellaneous, but all the locations in the show are actually based off of location in Japan called Chichibu City, which is in the Saitama Prefecture in Japan. All of these locations are based off of real places.
Oh, cool.
So, like, the bridge is one of the icons. The train station is based off of it. Like, you know the scenes where what's his nuts is looking down, where Jintan is
the bridge.
looking down. Yeah, and like looking down towards the water where there's like that kind of like pillar.
Yeah.
That she's standing next to, a real life thing.
Cool.
And, like, there's a really great article on Anime News Network if you just look up Anohana, like, location, and it shows you, like, everything.
Oh my god, that would be
Like,
so... It's going to need to be years before I could ever even think about going there, because could you imagine going on that bridge and just falling over crying?
I would, hey... Life is pain, bro.
Dude, you said it's time for a pilgrimage?
Dude, a pilgrimage, the fat pilgrimage.
Dude, we're going everywhere, baby. We're going to what do you mean Academy City isn't real?
Oh. What do you mean? Where's the Great Line? We're in Japan.
Where's the Hidden Leaf Village?
It's hidden, dude.
It's hidden.
Believe it.
He did get you there.
You got me.
Yeah, I know. Well, how close? Oh, that's so close to where I used to live. What the fuck?
Dude.
God damn, I could have gone there.
Dude, you could
anyway.
You could have seen.
You could have been.
Well, to be fair,
you could have found the flowers.
I could have went there and just not known. I might ask my family later.
You might have seen the flower that day.
I could have seen the flower that bloomed that day.
Flower, dude.
Dude, goof, dude.
But yeah, I really loved the presentation. The background's fucking phenomenal. Like, I get they're obviously using kind of a crutch with real life locations, but I feel like it was executed so perfectly.
I don't know. It does make it more cohesive. Like, it really does work better.
Well, it feels like a real place.
Yeah, because it is. Exactly. Yeah.
I just think it's really wonderful. I really enjoyed all the animation was so stellar in this. Obviously there was no like super big action scenes, but like, you know, when the two girls start fighting, or when what's his nuts, when Yukiatsu was like kicking like the fence, like those events like felt real and like felt like with the weight. And like when Menma's jumping on people. And oh my god, the fucking fireworks, like when they have the shot of that in the opening, which we'll talk about in a bit, with like the smoke trail, I'm like, what the fuck? That looks so good. It's unfair. You're not allowed. But yeah, I really liked the presentation. I felt like it really elevated it for me. And obviously, like we said before, A1 does a great fucking job. So
yeah.
Something I'd like to just commend is, I mean, we'll talk about it, I guess, with the plot, but you'll have moments where they have like where they remember their past as kids, and like because like in the story they're like what, high schoolers right now, maybe almost graduating and whatnot.
Yeah, they're high schoolers. Yeah.
But I liked seeing. It just felt natural, like the designs for them as teenagers as opposed to them as kids. I feel like that's pretty natural. I understand where everybody kind of deviated and grew, especially Popo kind of was a little bit left field, but I like that. It felt kind of just, I don't know, they all just felt right to me.
Yeah. It's so, the designs are so solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like each of them has their distinct silhouette, distinct characteristics that like you can be like, oh, okay, I know who this person is just by like seeing the back of them, you know, seeing a shadow. I would be able to.
If you see their fingernail, you're just like, that's the girl.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
We also have a lot in common with these characters, so it is pretty easy to really like understand.
They're real.
Some things, you know. Yeah,
they just seem so real, which we'll talk about in the character section. But like, characterization in the show is phenomenal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Presentation good.
Yeah, voice acting. There's some good names. let's see. I saw, there's probably some. Oh, did anyone from Toradora show up? Probably.
Probably.
I saw a lot of usual names.
In the Japanese, or are we talking about?
Both. So I watched sub. Did you guys both? Well, Chuck, you watched. I almost doxed you again. You watched a little bit of both, right?
I think the first time I watched it, the 6 episodes, I watched that sub, and then I watched a little bit of sub just to re-get my toe in the door. But definitely, this was a dub show for me.
Cool. So let's see.
Dub.
Like Menma, that was Kaino Ai on the original work. She was in like Code Geass.
Oh, that's okay.
Whoa, really? Whack.
I'm looking at all the dub actors, and I'm like, wow, look at all these Hunter x Hunter people.
Oh yeah.
All I know is that Menma's mom in the dub, she's a lot of the teachers in some of the KyoAni dub shows. Like, I think the K-On teacher, I think.
Good stuff. Yeah, no, I was because like Erica Mendez was Cheriko. That's Gon. That's my boy. That's my
Tara Sands. She was in a bunch of video game stuff. She was in like the Kirby show. She was in Pokemon. She was Cynthia once.
That's pretty cool. Well, she's she did a lot of holy shit. I'm looking at the Pokemon. I'm like, wow.
Oh, there's Irino Miyu, who was Yarumi, and he was in some good stuff. He was in Shippuden and One Piece.
You said good stuff.
Shippuden? Just kidding. No, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
He was in One Piece.
I want to be constructive. I'm sorry. Popo's voice actor, I recognized him from the Psyche anime, the dub that they had in.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they had him. I think he was one of the side characters. I think he was like he was like a.
He was Aaron Kuboyasu.
Yeah, but he's like the typical what are they called? Like, what was Harima technically? He was like a delinquent. Yeah, the local delinquent. So I like that. Like hearing that voice, I was like, I know. Why is it bothering me so much? Oh, it's the guy from Psyche.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
good dub and good sub.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with either.
Yeah. But let's see. Oh,
I'm gonna be real. I don't remember the OST.
Yeah. Well, I remember. I don't think I could really recall any of the pieces, but they were all good songs, and they all, flowed in with the moment very well. It was very well integrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Music definitely helped with those some of those tougher scenes to watch.
Yeah.
Very good. Especially that ending. It was you didn't really have to make me feel on multiple levels.
I died. We'll talk about that later. Spoilers. Man. By the way, holy shit, watch this show. It's 11 episodes.
Yeah.
Man. Just watch it. What are you doing here, bro?
Don't be me, dude.
Yeah. We forget stuff, so you may be lucky to escape through this without spoilers, but don't risk it.
There's going to be spoilers. I will specifically talk about spoilers. Yeah.
So, dude, it's just your point of turning back or skipping all the way to the end. So, all right. Well, are we ready for those openings and endings?
Hell yeah!
Are we ever?
Yeah. So first up,
I'm just kidding.
Oh no! So
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's see. I think did I hide?
I'll keep snoring then.
Yeah. Oh, he's asleep. Good night, my son. But there he is. He's back. So we just get one opening, which that's fine. It's 11 episode, and so that song is. Let's see. So Mal has 2 listed, but they have it.
Yes. Okay. I can actually explain to you what that is. So
help.
There was an anime block that's called Noitamania, which is a Fuji TV programming block devoted to anime. And when Anohana was rerun on this
channel
block, they didn't get the rights to the opening.
What?
I don't think.
Wild. What?
So it's a different it's a different opening.
Artist.
I don't know exactly why it's different, but it's called like the Noitamania like version opening.
Weird.
And it's not good. It's not as good.
Not as good. Oh dang. Well,
it's not
let's
as good,
not talk about it.
And we don't need to talk about it because it's a lot of reused animations that we already are going to be
Well,
talking
I mean,
about.
it's like, what are you going to do at that point? It's like they have to kind of scramble.
Damn.
They're like, please.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Who forgot to get the rights?
Yeah, so it's the it's not Circle Game, it's the other one.
Aoi
Oh,
Shiori.
it's by the same guy though.
Yeah, it's the same
Weird.
artist.
Oh, so I don't know why it's different then.
Galileo.
Wild.
Weird.
He's probably like, you know what? Just because you couldn't pay me, I'll make you another song.
He's like, well, I can offer you a deal.
So, no. Oh man.
And
But
then-
let's what is this one called? I want to know because I don't know.
What, Circle Game? That's the other opening.
Circle Game. Okay, and then this one was
Aoi Shiori.
Oi. So sorry. I'm sorry.
I was not expecting that. That was good.
You're ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Let's see. But, oh man, even the first couple seconds of the opening, like of the visuals, is
What's it
trying to
called?
tug at the heartstrings.
No, he said it. He said it was
Oh, he
Aoi
said-
Shiori, right? Shiori?
Yeah. Never mind, I lied. It's true. He said it right.
I did it. I did it.
Did it? He just wanted to be funny.
Tried to fool me.
No, my brain shut off for a minute there, and I was like, "Ooh,
It's okay. Sometimes just like a switch just gets flipped on by a ghost
dude,
and you don't understand.
Switch?
Yeah, and then suddenly you're brain dead.
Oh no, oh no!"
Oh no! Anyway, it's better than being a ghosty spirit walking around.
So if I feel like maybe me and Chuck and maybe even you, Garb, are going to make some comparisons to Erased eventually. But I want to start one with the opening. Throughout the opening, they have the like kids running around like with their past selves.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that always just reminds me of like the scene in the Erased opening where they're just running around the school and whatnot. I just thought it's pretty cool. Like I like when it's it's a show about like a time like either going back in time in that case, but in this case, kind of like reliving the past or kind of thinking upon the past. I like having that implemented in an opening just so that, we're going to be going back and forth to kind of get you ready for this whole ordeal that these guys go through.
We gotta provide all this context so that we can crush you.
Yeah, I guess the same kind of vibes with the opening, but I also feel like two vastly different openings.
Yeah, no,
as well.
definitely. I just like that's the only little comparison. I just like the fact that they.
I'll
they
talk
tied
about
it.
some more things later.
Mm-hmm. And if I could just add one last thing, at least for me, and then you can continue.
Go. Stop fucking talk.
The way that no, I don't. That's not nice, dude.
I'll eat my pasta, okay?
Eat it, dude. Eat it. But no, like the way they differentiate like past and present, where all the kids have like a kind of like a lighter, kind of like I guess what is it, magenta, purple kind of outline to them.
Yeah.
As opposed to their like present selves, where it's just like standard animated, like dark black lines. I like that kind of whole like comparison and like having both young Menma and Ghost, spoilers, Ghost Menma. As like that, like a whole purple thing, kind of like adds that kind of like subtlety into the show and to the opening, which I liked. I was like, ooh,
I'm with you.
I like it.
I'm with you.
Now I'll let you guys do it because you guys are pretty good with these segments here.
I don't know. You talked about a lot of things that I really enjoyed about this opening. Obviously, the opening part with like it shows all the characters both first as children, so it's all 6 of them. But then it has only the 5 of them with them all grown up. And then Menma there throws up the flower that does like the little arc that it's drawn. And then this basically just shows each character in a location and then them either like having a flashback or remembering an event that had happened at that location. And I do really appreciate how it shows how like these characters all like kind of acknowledge it. Like they look at something and they look at what the kids like their past selves are doing. And then it has them all getting together at the end. And one other really wonderful thing I liked was that closer to the end, there's a shot of them all in the white space, and they all have the magenta outlines, even though it's all their grown-up selves.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that, just because, for me at least, it feels like it's symbolizing that they've all kind of, this is them at the end of the series.
Yeah.
This is everyone who's and they become whole, and they're like this, and they've accepted everything that happens, and they've gotten like, well, not gotten through, but like they've accepted and gotten through the trauma.
They've healed.
Yeah, they've healed. And I think it's very wonderful. Also, they specifically have a shot of right after that of the Super Peacebuster's name with Menma's legs covering, in her dress, covering what she would then later wrote, "Our friends forever."
Oh, cool.
So I like to at least I like to feel that like this end section and like the parts, I guess the second half of this opening is them after the parts of the series. And like, and it's them all like, you know, living together and like having a good time. And
because eventually Menma takes on the purple outline to show that she's part of the memories now. Like, she's not, you know, she's no longer the spirit that she was for most of the show, but she does still live on the same way they remember the other memories, which it is going to make me cry, even just thinking about it.
Bro, yeah.
Easy, stop thinking. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
My voice is not cracking because I'm upset.
Blank.
All right. But the song was nice. I slept, though.
Yeah, song was... Yeah. I mean, it was...
It fit. It fit.
Thanks, Galileo.
Yeah, Galileo.
Galileo.
Oh, man. No, but, yeah, it's pretty good opening. I'll admit I skipped it, though.
Well, see, the thing is, I am a victim of not thinking and, like, giving this opening enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ending is so fucking good. I love the ending, and we'll talk about that in just...
Yeah, dude, that's what's up. That's what we're going on right now.
Oddly enough, we have 3, which is weird, right?
Yeah, but I think, like, 2 of them are the same song, but then we got a special one. Or, like, it's a different, like, kind of, like, it's a new visuals, but the kind of the same song, or, like, the song starts at a different spot or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so, so first, let's talk about the first ending real quick. Dear Love by Remedios. I fucking forgot this even existed.
Shoot, I remember seeing just like that, and then Netflix is like, you trying to watch the next episode? I said,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, and it's like, hey, do you want to skip? And I said, oops, I forgot to press it.
Yeah, luckily we didn't miss much, right? It's just like a flower.
It's just a flower moving, and then
don't remember the
color
name
halfway through, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's a nice song, like a nice little sad song.
Yeah,
but that's about it. Let's get to the meat and butter. Meat and potatoes, sorry.
Yes.
The meat and curry. Wait.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Yummy.
But
I would love meat and curry.
Next one is Secret Base.
Yes.
And this was sung by some of the voice actors.
We love to see it. We love to hear it.
Yep. Those endings that do that, I mean, it's like Dragon Maid.
On.
Man.
Bro, you've heard me talk about Dragon Maid too much to not know that.
Oh yeah.
I love. Oh. So I'll quickly go over, because there's 2 versions of it technically. So the first version is only shown in like, I think like 2 episodes. And it's just it basically exclusively shows only the children for the first half, and then it transitions to the girls, who's everyone's, the 3 girl voice actors. They are singing it. And so the first half, it's all them as kids playing together. The second half is the 3 of them just standing together. And then the second one and also it starts at like slightly different locations.
Mm-hmm.
But then it has the second version has the two girls. It has I just want to call them by their nicknames because it has Anaru and it has
Hey, we're part of the Super Beast Busters. It's okay.
Cheriko.
The Super Beast Busters?
Sorry, I want to say
Busters.
Is that when we're killing bosses together?
That's when we're finally playing Monster Hunter. But you continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. So it adds a little section to the beginning, where they are standing against the wall, where you already see in the first version that that Menma is sitting against, like the wall of the secret base is what I assume it's to be, and so it just adds a little bit of extra visuals, and then it's just not them standing in the same location quite as... Actually, no, it is about the same as long. It's just slightly different visuals at the beginning.
They really made those eyes pop out in this opening, or in this version of the opening. Like
yes.
the purple eyes and the like kind of blue greenish eyes for the other girl. I forget her name.
Yeah.
But they're really good. I don't know. They just knew how to play with colors in this show. It's really good.
They've got that technique that like Sunshine does too, where it's really, when you really like look up close at the eyes that they draw, they're actually like, it's pretty simple shapes, but it's all just the placement. And even though it's so simple, like it looks so good. You know, look real close at the like eyes and in this and Sunshine, and
I feel like another thing that really helps this opening is the muted colors before the chorus. By the way, that chorus punches me like in the gut every
Hell
time.
yeah, man! And then when the flowers change color at that point, I was
moment they stop.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god! When
into a different
time freezes,
Astral project, dude.
Yeah, like they stop and then they reverse.
Yeah,
up into the sky, and I get chills every time.
That's how you do PNGs, baby.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's true. It's just layering a bunch of the same thing. And then at the end, Menma stands up with her two friends and she's standing in front of the 5 mugs that we learned throughout the show, is that those are the 5 mugs that like they drink their coffee or whatever they're drinking
is that Finland?
Out of at
That's
the
Sweden.
secret. That's Sweden, yeah.
Sweden.
At the secret base. And so it's a nice kind of like, even though she can't, be there and like drink and like...
She can have a sip, sorry.
But she can still like be there in spirit, which I think is really such a nice sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Guys, this is a certified bruh moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this show a bruh out of 5.
Bruh. Can I give it a sheesh out of 5?
No.
Oh no. But good ending. Like
so good.
It was such a surprise, because I remember just like being like, ooh, like, is this the new opening? No, this is the ending of the episode, bro. I'm like, dude. Okay, let's go, let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh man, it's so good. It's a good way to end one of those heavier episodes. I'm just like, you know what? Just let me
like the ending is still heavy, but like it's also a very nice, pretty ending.
Yes. I'm still looking at it. The flowers just
stopping
and going back up. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's so good, bro.
Pain.
Yes. Correct.
All right. And then we have one last one, I think, right?
Yeah, the last one is just a regular like scrolling credits, and it uses the song.
Well, it's a special rendition.
Okay. I thought it did sound different, but like, and whenever it said it was the same song, I was like, oh, okay. But okay, different version, same song as the opening, which that's good. I like that.
I'm trying to.
It was English, right?
Yeah, it's in English.
And okay, but that makes sense because of what we explained, how the opening shows the like what happens after, so it's like a reprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that word.
It's a good word. Music has good words. Cadence. That's a pretty word. Anyway, but And that one was
Eye
just a
roll.
boring one. I mean, everyone was too busy sobbing right then,
It's
so
true. It's
to
true.
appreciate.
True.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't put another like a lot of visuals because it was over and I was not
I was
looking at
over.
the screen. Yeah, I was
I was-
deleted.
I was ugly sobbing,
Dude.
like so bad, like awful sad.
I do not make noise when I cry. The tears only fall.
No, I made some.
I was an iron wall.
I was not an iron wall. I was
Oh
dropping.
wow, you're sassy.
I'm like that. For One Piece spoilers, I was like I was Zoro when nothing happened, dude.
No,
But tears.
No,
nothing
you can't talk about that.
Don't worry, Garb
love
left
ego.
for a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. I had to let Jamie in.
Woo! But yeah, I
Good.
mean, I'm ready to jump into that plot if you are.
Oh man. Oh, let me get cozy back down because
plot zone.
This is the plot. Let Jamie wander around and knock on every single one of my tables.
Dude,
Make
you
as much-
you love to. Well, you kind of don't want to see it, but you love to see it.
Well, love it or not, it's gonna happen. Come on, kid, get cozy.
Yeah.
Let's get cozy.
Let's
Okay.
get loud. Let's get loud.
So, one Japanese summer, we meet a fellow who thought he was hallucinating for a little bit. He's a high school dropout named Yadomi.
Gotta me, Jintan, dude.
But it turns out that he's got a spirit girl named Menma following him. I thought it was his little sister at first, but they explain it pretty clearly before long that this is a friend of theirs, of him and his friend group that died way back in an event when they were kiddos. And that pretty much tells you that, like, you better sit the fuck down when
Yeah,
you're
'cause
watching the show and get
We already
get
killed
ready.
off one of your characters before the show started. I'm kidding.
No,
Yeah,
what
right.
was it? One thing. There's one thing that I guess they don't super paragraph very clearly. Is that they, the Menma that we see and that that Jintan sees, is that she's also aged up like the rest of them, but she's literally just taller. And I didn't really make any connection with it until like the 7th or 8th episode when they were talking about her appearance more.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, in the first episode, there's like a weird fan service joke thing that I didn't like with like
Yeah.
him in bed and her on him. And I'm like, no.
In the first episode, there were a couple gross, weird
Yeah.
things like that I
Yeah.
didn't understand.
I
But
was like, haha, anime. But
For-
like, nah,
yeah.
she's dead, bro.
for a moment, I did wonder. I was like, oh my god, what kind of... Because I had... that was after I'd forgotten why I put this show on the list, and then I started watching it. I was like, oh my god, was this a mistake? Did I put it on there as a joke?
We're about to harass you.
Yeah, no.
And then I got punched in the gut. So
Yeah,
well, we all
luckily
did.
they don't focus. They don't like do that like anymore.
Yeah.
So, but it was still rough for the first part.
Yeah, Jamie, quit. Get your paws off the keyboard. And she just typed a half a line of just the letter P. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
P.
Contribution.
But, so, yeah, that was one of the things. It took me like half the episode to realize that only he could see her. And then, so he falls over because he was trying to catch her like that day that she passed. And he gets spotted from some kids that were part of his friend group back then, who are now
Oh, dude,
part
the
of
college prep
Yeah.
school kids.
yeah. And they're like, "Damn, dude, you got a few screws loose. What's your deal?"
Hey, man, that's exactly what you tell your friend when you see him on the ground, dude.
yeah,
You all right?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
They're
it's
bullies.
like-
I hated them at the beginning.
yeah, especially no. I was,
And we've said it time and time again. Kids in animes, they suck.
yeah, they really do.
Bastards.
They're
I
mean.
hate them. And teenagers too.
Yeah,
Teenagers are just kind of weird sometimes. They kind of just they're stupid.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
how's that one Tumblr post go about how anytime you're on the internet, you're at the risk of seeing a 14-year-old's opinion, and that should be considered a war crime?
It's true. We hate it.
So
that's wild.
I probably quoted. But it's probably a new version, a new translation of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we flash back at that point to whenever Menma was still alive, and they were all hanging out, and they were playing and stuff. And so you get a little context, and it flashes back forward to Menma's family's home in present day. And she's kind of wandering around, and she opens the door, and they're like, why is the door open?
Shut the door.
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time I've done that, I could probably afford a new door. But Menma,
nice.
She's aware that she's a spirit, and she can still, so like the rules of this is that she can still influence objects to some degree. There's a couple limitations to that later on, but at first, she can touch things and so forth.
Yeah.
And like whenever she hugs people, they don't really understand what's happening. They're like, "Oh my gosh, my shoulders are so heavy." And
that's tingly.
Yeah, and that's what happens is that Naruko, a girl, she was part of the friend group. She comes over and Menma hugs her, but she just is like, "Oh man, I must be working too hard." And we see
hardly working.
And so we see Yarumi, and he's like, "Aw man, she's so pretty. I'm such a dork." Yeah,
it's true.
Dork. Anyway,
it's true.
So
true, bestie.
So
right,
dude, true.
But he regrets not being able to like tell her sorry, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I really fucked up." But then he goes to the secret base, and one of his other old buddies is there, named Papo. Oh, that's his nickname, Papo. He's great, and he immediately believes him whenever he's like, "I can see Menma." He's like, "Oh shit, dude. That's crazy."
Man, that was so cool. I was just like, dude, you're the one person who believes you, and of course it'll be this one. He's the guy who in your flashback was just like all over you, dude. I'm like, great, this is awesome.
Yeah,
this man went to Peru. I just wanted to say that he went everywhere. This man,
yeah,
I thought that was kind of. He's been everywhere. He got his shaman license. That was pretty cool, I guess.
I want to try that rice, the the rice with the milk and sugar.
Yeah,
I love dessert rice, dude.
Yeah, rice pudding, dude.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, enough about food. Man, when's the? I nearly replied to you the other day, Pino, when you were talking about Peruvian food. I wanted to be like extra plantains, but dude, I held back.
It's all right, dude. Extra plantains, of course, dude. Plantains are robust.
When's the cooking show or the food review show?
Food review as soon as we review the movie Chef on the podcast.
That's what we'll do for Food Wars. We'll
watch Food Wars.
Yeah, we'll not actually talk about Food Wars at all, but
it'll be our first step into the Food Network craze.
The funky Food Wars.
Funky Food Wars.
Anyway, they figure out like Menma came. She still had a wish that needed to be granted, but more on that later. It wasn't necessarily her wish, as we find out later.
I'm gonna be real. As soon as they said wish, I'm like, if she doesn't remember this wish, I'm gonna pull my hair out.
It's like we got 11 episodes. You got to figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a low key amnesia thing going on, and I was like,
well,
I don't know, man. I forget shit all the time.
Like when you're a dumbass kid, you don't remember shit.
Dumbass adult, like forget
when
shit.
When it's like 10 years later, you don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah. And so
nothing, bro.
Yarumi and Papo are racking their tiny brains. They're like, what was that wish? And they're like, wait a second. I don't know. Maybe she wants a Pokemon. And so
they play Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, they get a copy of Pokemon Gold, and they're trying to catch this one super legendary, which they reused the design for later on in like a comfort blanket of
Awesome, dude.
Naruko's, yeah. And so I thought that was a nice little touch. But eventually that brings them to play together, because they have to trade to catch it. And so they need someone with another copy. Naruko has a copy. And so they get close and they touch elbows and gasp. Yeah, just like that.
Dude, the lewdest of actions. Not next to the hand holding, of course, but second best. I mean, second worst, I'm sorry.
I wrote
where I was.
It's okay. I wrote in my notes, the not couple has a lovely time working together to catch it.
Dude.
It's so sweet.
So sweet.
It's so sweet.
Sometimes you just gotta play some Pokemon.
Yeah, right. Naruko?
Sorry, Nyokimon, I don't want to get sued.
I would battle. You know what? I'll Naruko deserves a cameo in the next game.
Sweetie pie.
But then the next episode, Popo is out taking a piss, and he sees a grown-up Menma wandering out in the woods. But so I don't really think it's ever clarified, like because she's got the purple outline like in the opening, but like they jape us later on. So I don't know. I don't know what was up with the Menma that Popo spotted.
Yeah, so Popo
okay,
finds a
so
Menma.
The Menma that Popo found was Yukiatsu.
But it had the purple outline.
I don't know. I think that was just to jape you.
Motherfucker.
I don't remember it having a purple outline. I
just remember Menma walking.
Yeah, no, I don't think it I think you're projecting a purple outline onto...
Somebody email us.
Somebody email us, please. We're lonely.
FunkyAnimePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't email me. Email them. I'm not lonely.
Or the better email address, contact at funkyanimePodcast.com.
That's the worst.
What a great email, dude.
Nah, dude. Anyway, so let's see. I lost track.
So Popo sees the ghost Menma at one night.
Well, sees Yukiatsu.
Yeah. Okay. And so while that's happening, Menma convinces Yatami to go back to school, and she's like, "Well, maybe that's my wish."
Maybe you just need an education.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to use your goddamn brain.
Right. But Naruko gets bullied for being friends with Yatami. Naruko got bullied. Excuse me, I hiccuped. She got bullied a couple times. I didn't like that, but
why can't you just be friends with people? Come on, bro. It's not that hard.
For real.
It's not that hard, bro.
Dude, not that hard. Just talk to somebody. Even if you don't typically hang out with somebody, just talk to them. Just see what they're like. Maybe you'll be friends.
This is the funky, peaceful podcast. You know?
Oh, damn it. All right, I'm sorry. I just had a vent there for a second.
For real. I mean, you did it nicely, so it's okay. It fit in line with our new standards here.
It's true.
But so Menma sees that Yatomi's mom finally passed, and she takes a moment to talk to her at her shrine. And one moment. So there's shrines like this in the other house too. Like Menma's family has a shrine like this.
It's a memorial shrine, right?
Yeah, those are pretty commonplace.
Are they commonplace all over the world, or just
no? In Japan, commonplace in Japan.
Well,
I'm not too familiar
cool.
with them. Yeah,
yeah,
it's cool. I think we should have them all over the world.
Well, it's kind of it's somewhat close to the same thing as Dias de los Muertos, stuff like that. Because I do know people of Mexican descent who also have
remembrance
areas for
true
past loved ones. So I think really it's just the U.S. who's fucking it up right now. God damn.
The most I'll see is someone's dead grandma in a coffee jar.
Yep.
The ashes.
Yeah, kind of.
Usually they're in a proper urn, but anyway.
Gotta hold back on some of these jokes. This is a serious episode. Anyways, continue, my friend.
Jokes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. We gotta break up the dreariness with something every now and then, so it's okay.
Hit me with that plot, baby. I can't wait to talk about when we get to that point.
Oh yeah. So Menma asks Yarumi's mom for guidance, and Papo tells Yarumi, he's like, yo, dude, Jamie, what the hell is your ordeal?
Dude, Papo's like, Jamie, what the...
Well, that was a really weird part of the end.
Yeah,
to be honest.
It was weird, too, because he was looking specifically a certain direction. I'm pretty sure that's where Garb was sitting, and it was just, like, wild, dude.
Jamie, get off of the... No, what are you doing?
She's trying to tell you Menma's here.
Oh, my goodness, great. Maybe there is a spirit. There is, I mean, we do get... So...
I ain't trying to be spooked, okay?
we've got it's something. There's a little spirit in our house.
It's probably a lizard.
This house was built in 96, which is when I was born. Mm-hmm. And the couple who built it, like at least the woman, I know that she actually died in the house. So every now and then, like, we've got a little like music box that's like in the shape of a water wheel. And every now and then it'll just play a couple notes, and it's like, oh, hi, Kimberly.
Oh, she seems pretty nice then, as long as it's just the music box.
Yeah, we still get her mail, and so we say hi to her every now and then.
Okay, I'm frightened.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me.
She sounds like a nice lady, though. Shout out to Kimberly.
Yeah. Shout out to Kimberly.
I'm sorry. I can't stop being insensitive. I'm not.
No, I said that.
I'm so sorry.
That wasn't insensitive. She's the spirit in my house. I've accepted it.
All right, I accepted that.
Anyway, so let's see. They have a camp out. Let's see. Wait. I gotta back up a little bit. So they meet one of the college prep kids again. So Papo sees him, and he's like, "Wait, yo, dude. Wait, no, I fucked that up. That was a while back. That happened a while back where Papo talked to Yukiatsu.
Yeah, and he said, let's have a Menma party, dude.
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's a Menma party. So you can see her too? All right, Menma party.
Menma party.
He delivers the papers, and they all go have a camp out. And
I was surprised that they got them all together that quick, because I was just like, this is good. They're probably going to drag it out. They're probably going to like talk to each one by one. But no, they all surprisingly just came down.
We got 11 episodes. We gotta get this shit, and we gotta make it concise.
They got a chug.
Yeah.
Chug.
Thanks. I didn't want to say it.
I said it.
I need to stop talking. Continue.
No, it's okay. But so let's see. Yeah, and then he's like, I can see her too, but he was full of shit, and he was just bullying Yarumi, and then he bullies him some more, and then they leave.
Yeah.
They leave. Just say goodbye.
Yeah. And so Naruko goes and visits, or no, not Naruko. The other prep school
girl. What was her
girl.
name? I don't remember her name.
Cheriko comes over to Yarumi's house, and he was like, oh my god, you're going to lecture me, aren't you? But no, they actually have a good little talk, and then Yukiatsu bullies Yarumi more, and then everyone except Yukiatsu goes to the secret hideout, and then they see Menma running through the woods, and they're like, what the heck? And so it turns out it was Yukiatsu dressed up. And it's a little strange, and I don't quite understand it. But
trauma, my friend.
Yeah, he was traumatized, and it what's the word? Manifests differently.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everyone
for different
deals
people.
With trauma and has trauma in different ways.
Yeah.
That was kind of rough. I wasn't really expecting that. And especially though, to that degree, I was like, well, damn, like how important was this person to your life, and how come you haven't? I mean, it's always good to talk it out with somebody, or at least get it out in the open before it does become a little worse. But that was a little raw. I was just like, oh my gosh, like is he okay?
Yeah, for real.
Because on the outside, it's what sucks. Because on the outside, he looks very composed. He's like doing all this college stuff, but on the inside, you got all this festering in it, and it's just like you gotta let it out somehow. And I guess this is how he has found it to be, at least for this particular moment, which was pretty raw. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. You know, and but, you know, he opens up about it. Well, I mean, they catch him and the wig falls off and they figure it out. They Scooby-Doo villain, you know, understand.
Let's see who this Menma really is.
Yukiatsu!
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for your stupid Popo. All right, go ahead.
Stupid Peace Busters. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Then Yukiatsu's like, oh my god, I called her ugly, it's all my fault. I was a bully, and you're still a bully now, you punk. But Naruko is like, okay, well, she's hanging out with some friends later, but she's not really having a good time. And the scumbag tries to take advantage of her. But Yukiatsu, like, sees it happening and is like, wow, what a bitch. And he runs away.
Yeah.
And
How dare he uses One Piece as an excuse?
yeah, for real, dude.
Making One Piece watchers seem like awful people.
I know.
Right.
Why is it always in anime that there's another one where it's like that guy who's like, One Piece was crazy good this week. He's like a murderer or something.
Man, One Piece was crazy good this week, though.
It was pretty good. Anyways, continue.
So
God.
Papo brings over some snacks, and they try to figure out like why Menma is stuck here, and he kind of makes a fool of himself, but they get it worked out. And Menma once again asks Yarumi's mom for guidance. Then Yarumi goes back to school, and everyone's whispering and gossiping about Naruko. And
kids be stupid, all right. That was just
kids
dumb.
are nasty, bro.
That's how rumors are started, because you don't ask the person directly.
Yeah, exactly. But so Yarumi makes a big scene because he sees her scribbling angry notes, and he's like,
she says, "Help me."
Yeah,
she writes "Help me" on the paper, and then he's like, "Fuck, I gotta help her."
And he defends her honor, dude.
Dude, when he did that, I was like, Yarumi, you all right, bro? You all right?
Yeah.
Dude, you dropped this king.
So afterwards, the trio of Yarumi, Naruko, and Papo, try saying that 10 times fast. They all go to Minma's house to like talk to her parents and like pay respects, but Menma is kind of like, come on, just accept that I'm dead. Like, please. And, you know, they recognize that afterwards that it was probably not a good idea to go visit Menma's mom like that. Mm-hmm. But they get they get her diary. And then they take it to the secret base. But there's not really anything significant in it. She's just kind of like, today was a good day. And the sun was shining.
Today was fun too.
Yeah,
and so it was adorable, like kid stuff. Like it was believable. Shoot, my diary. I mean, my journal. Just kidding. My diary was just like I had fun. I played with my friends. It's cool. I related. I was like, damn, we really do be like that, bro.
It's not a bad thing.
It's good. It was cute. I like that.
Yeah, but they did get a little hint. They're like, oh yeah, that's right. We tried to build like a firework.
Mm-hmm. From Mama Ginta, dude.
Yeah. So then we flash back to whenever they were visiting Yarumi's mom in the hospital. And so
I was already sad when Mom was in the hospital, man. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, you can't do this. Your friend's dead. Your mom's in the hospital. I haven't seen her yet, so it's only one thing that it could mean.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And so Menma's like, okay, well, we find out that in the past, Menma tried to have a gathering but not tell Yarumi. Mm-hmm. And so, because she was trying to fulfill... This was actually her wish the whole time, was to fulfill a wish of Yarumi's mom's. And that's why she was still wandering the earth. She had to fulfill someone else's promise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so... Yeah. They try to keep it secret, but Menma understands what's happening.
Yeah.
They tried to keep the whole, like, building the rocket again, but yeah, she figured it out. Menma's, even as a spirit, she's still too smart.
She got brain.
Yeah, she got spirit brain, dude. Gotta watch out for the spirit brain.
Yeah, it's almost as strong as the spirit gun.
Yeah, dude, you better watch out.
Not quite, though.
Not quite, yeah. Spirit gun kind of beats everything.
You know what they say, the pen is mightier than the sword, but the spirit gun is mightier than the spirit brain.
Yeah, that's what it, yep.
These are the rules of this land.
Put it on a shirt.
Put that on the spirit gun is better than the spirit
Yeah, put the hiccup in there too.
Yep. So, the whole crew, they go and visit Minma's family again. It doesn't go well. Mom has a freak out. And later on, Yadomi overworks himself trying to earn money, and he hurts himself because they were trying to get the gunpowder and stuff. And and this is where we talked about before, where Yadomi and his dad were at her grave and like cleaning it up and such. And while they're out doing that, Menma is at their house and is calling everyone. But, you know, they pick up the line, they just hear static. They're like,
stupid Yadomi.
Yeah, they're like,
stupid head. Stupid prank.
And he was like, dude, I was at the cemetery all day.
Yeah. I was with my dad, then I went to work. Couldn't be me, dude. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
And so they meet up at the secret base, but they all gang up on Yadomi. But Menma writes in her diary, and it turns out that she can influence that, and she can write messages, be like, yo, hey, it's me, it's really me, I called you all. And despite Garb's excellent like shortening everything for like the summary purposes, which I always appreciate, you're always really good at that. I think this happened episode 6 or 7, right, where she finally uses the book to communicate, right? That was episode like 7 or 8.
Yeah, and I was just like, you could have tried it before.
I don't know, man. At that point, I'm like, I get it. I get you kind of have to pace it out, because if you literally have ghost writing, then like the whole misunderstanding aspects and accepting and yada yada yada.
Well, and it's believable that maybe they did try it. They could have tried it off camera,
bro. They made bread, and they didn't believe him.
Yeah, but later on we see that she can't just write on anything. It only worked when she wrote on the diary. We don't really know why.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't like the feeling it gave me, but as Chuck said, I get why. I just hated it. I was like, come on, bro. You can't do this to me. I guess it leads to the whole thing that what I like about the show is, like, once I watched an episode, I was like, I might as well watch the next one, because I kind of want to know. Like, I don't want this shit to continue again. I don't want this misunderstanding. I want to find the resolution. So
yeah,
at least props to you for whoever wrote this was just like, I know how to reel them in. I know how to do that right now.
Yeah. And so, and she makes more steamed buns. Oh, I forgot to mention, at the first cookout, Menma actually made some steamed buns, and they didn't believe. And
steamed bams,
steamed buns,
and they didn't believe Yadomi, of course. You know, because it's like, oh, a ghost made these, sure, but now they sure as hell believe him, and she makes more. And so Cheriko is like, the cram schools are like, kids are like, damn, please let us have gunpowder, because Menma's dad stopped them before from being able to get the gunpowder. But please. You know, because it's kind of, you know, they're children and they should not have gunpowder.
So you know,
I guess. I mean, if you got the money, I mean, you got it.
What?
What?
Oh no!
I don't. The podcast doesn't condone
gunpowder to children.
I've been silenced again. This is the new smoke signals.
No giving gunpowder to children. Please don't.
No, don't do it. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Under
I'd like
supervision.
To retract
under parental supervision.
Make sure it's legal in your state. Please do. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fireworks are, well, that's for the best sometimes.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Dogs hate them. And that is enough reason to say...
Keeps me awake.
Yeah.
Makes me think it's not the fireworks. But
yeah. Anyway, so...
Anyways.
They begin constructing the rocket, and they have help from the gunpowder guy. And Menmo and
shout
Papo...
out to Don Patch Dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Don Patch, the voice actor for Yadami's dad was Don Patch, so shout outs to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why Chuck told me you better be watching the dub. I'm like, why? It's like, it's Don Patch.
It's Don
That
Patch.
is great. That's great, especially because Bobobo is in universe. Like,
dude, it happens.
Don Patch is making that contract money.
Dude, we love to see it.
So, let's see. And Menma and Papo are chilling together, and that's when they figure out that she can't just write in any notebook. But later on, Menma's wandering around, and she goes to that bridge that we were talking about that's above the river, and she tries to go in the water, but Yarami falls. And I think that's like what is that, because we never really know. They never explicitly say how Menma dies, but it looks to me like what happened to Yarami then was what happened to her.
Well, so what I can tell what happened. So we see spoilers. We see Popo put like flowers next to the creek close to the secret base.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I've inferred, and when I was watching it with my partner Joan, we both kind of like played off each other, and from what we think is that Popo obviously saw this off of the main path from the secret base, and they saw her fall into the water and got swept away by the current, and then they found the body below the bridge. Is what happened, at least from what everything that they give. And I really, really love that they don't just come out and say it. I'm so happy that they make you infer, because like they show you the sandal in the pool. They show you how Jean Todd like has like actual trauma from like that location below the bridge where Menma was, because he was freaking out, and he's like, I don't want you to go in the water, because like that's like what happened. And then it's just, I'm so glad that they didn't just go like, oh yeah, by the way, this is like, I'm glad there wasn't a scene where like the people who were still alive went to like the location and said, wow, this is where it all happened, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to keep things away from the watcher, from the audience, rather than to just say it. It adds, like you said, to that's a greater effect.
Less is more sometimes.
Less is more, and like making me infer just made it feel a lot better as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
He took a hard. Yanami took a big fall. That was kind of rough. I don't think I'd survive that. Like this man.
Yeah, right.
Well, he did look like he was going oof.
Yeah. He said he did the Dark Souls like little gasp. He said, "Oh,
oh." Let's see. So after that, that was the end of that episode, and so we're on the last two now. So Menma's mom didn't want to go to the ceremony where they're launching the rocket because she's still trapped in the past, and they eat. So the entire show, they have a not McDonald's called WcDonald's.
Dude, WcDonald's, baby.
These fuckers eat at the WcDonald's so much. Well, I bet McDonald's in Japan is a little different, but if you ate McDonald's as much as if you ate that much McDonald's in the States, you would be dead.
Dude, there's a movie.
McDonald's is very different. Well,
it's different any other country, because other countries like have better food regulation.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking good. But like, I don't know, they're also just like, we gotta find a central location where we can have people eating, and like just having it at the McDonald's is just so much easier than having to try and figure out another location for eating.
Yeah, and if they had
we can just go to Johnny's like we usually do.
Jesus. No.
Yeah,
Pseudo-bucks, dude.
They couldn't have McDonald's. They didn't want to draw out the McDonald's, the Burger Queen, and the Mendy's.
Mendy's. So stupid. I hate you.
Well, I mean, all they did on McDonald's was flip the M.
So dumb. I can't believe I'm laughing at this. Get on with it. I'm sorry.
We can't use the Wendy's logo in another thumbnail, though. We have to
true.
use something else.
Well, yeah, no, we're using the Mendy's logo.
But anyway, so Menma writes some really sad things. She gives them a little speech. Well, first Papo tries to do an introduction, and Cheriko's like, "Shut up, get on with it."
Damn.
Yeah, and so Yukiatsu's an ass, and he's like, "Well, we could do a reenactment," and everyone's like, "You're a dickhead."
Yeah,
and
shut up, dummy.
Yeah, and Spirit Menma cries, but they move on with the ceremony, and Yadomi is like, "I'm going to stop this from happening. I can't let her leave." But at the same time...
How you gonna stop a rocket, bro?
Yeah, for real. Like, and also Yakumatsu Satsu, I fucking forgot his name.
Jesus.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu, no.
Yeah. He's
Yukiatsu.
like... He was thinking in his... Yeah, Yukiatsu in his head is like, "You're not going to stop it. I won't let you."
Yeah, that was
I
kind of
won't
weird.
let you, Naruto.
Come back to the village, please.
And so Rocket shoots off, and it's a beautiful firework flower bloom, but Menma's still there.
Yep.
But they also once again go to a state of not believing Yadomi, because why would they?
Yeah. True friends. Who can blame them?
Yeah, for real.
Okay,
Oh my
real
God,
question.
though.
Real question. How long would it take for you, one, to realize that there's a ghost like just falling around, and two, how long you think it would convince one of us to believe you got a ghost
A
following
long
you?
time and then no time at all.
Which one do you think would be Popo in this case?
Me.
You'd be like, "Dude, you got a ghost."
Dude, I'd be like, "That's sick."
Dude, I'm be like,
Dude, dead Garb? Pog.
Dude, I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some identification, bro. Where's that
Spirit
ghost card?
ID.
Tell me your 3 favorite anime. That's
If you
all
say Golden Time, that's Pino's ghost.
That's Pino's ghost.
Oh no!
But one thing that I really did like about those scenes was with Satoshi, Menma's younger brother, how he was also present, and there's like a scene when he comes to like help with the fireworks at the end,
Yeah.
and Menma just like tears up and just like jumps on him with like a big hug.
Yeah. That was when he
And I'm
arrived
just-
at the
And I'm just like, my
launching.
fucking heart, bro.
Yeah, man. You can't put family in anime, or else I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, no families allowed in anime
Yeah,
anymore.
dude. The
Stop
added
it.
healing, the fact that they had that scene, like one like I was always thought the wish was BS, but like once I saw that scene, I was like, it makes sense because you guys aren't the only one who's painting. Like mom's hurt, dad's hurt,
Yeah, everyone's
Satoshi's kind of hurt. So like having that little rocket thing, I
Yeah,
loved it.
no.
I was
and
just
having the family in the car,
Mhm.
like that made me cry. That
I did not cry
hurt.
there, but I was
cried.
very upset.
Well, see, that was so basically that kicked off my crying, and then for the whole last episode, I was just
Oh
sobbing
yeah, no. As soon as the episode
uncontrollably.
started, it's just tears running down the face. I feel that.
Yeah, dude, it's rough. But and now we're on to the final episode,
Oh boy.
where they all kind of realize that, like, damn, we're all doing this for selfish
Yeah,
reasons.
Yeah, dude. And like they just really go hard. Like I think as soon as I heard Popo's like, or not, I mean even before, because like everybody else was like telling like the truth. Like Anaru was just like, I just wanted her out of the way so that Yadomi would look at me, and then Yukiatsu being like, I'm just jealous because like I love Menma, like I should be the one to see it. And then we had who do we have? We had Cheriko, who was just like, you just ignore me. Like,
yeah.
I hated that. That one hurt the most because I was like, dang it, you're invisible. I know what that means. I know what that is.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then Popo, dude.
Popo
Popo.
hurt me the most.
And that
He
was
was
like the
like-
first time he really opened up too, which was
Well, because
nice.
his character and his whole story like really resonated with me as like just like as a person, you know.
Yeah, no,
like,
his was like the most raw, which was it was so subliminal too. Like the fact that like, oh, you traveled the world. Well, that was kind of weird. He's like, I traveled the world because I wanted to feel like I was doing something, as opposed to not doing anything. When Menma like died that day, I was like, that.
Yeah.
you can't say that, bro.
Him, how he's like, I'm trying to like escape it, or I'm trying to
run away,
run away, or I'm like, I did things when I was a kid just for attention, and like, I was like so happy to have you guys as like my friends and shit like that, and I'm just like a little bit too close to home, Chief. If I'm gonna be real with you,
I'm just like, shoot,
and
you made a good show become like an excellent one with just that
like
moment
that rawness, and it's like, and he was like, he can't forget, and he's like, if I don't send Menma to heaven, like he like just can't like live with himself, you know.
Exactly.
Also, one thing about Popo in specific is around his neck, you know, like the little pouch he has.
Yeah.
He always carries around flowers, specifically the flowers that were blooming on the day that Menma died, hence the name of the anime.
Wow, but we don't know the name, do we?
Still don't know the name.
I don't think they ever. They looked like were they poppies? They looked like the no, not poppies. I'm trying to give me 1 second. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, it may come to you. And
like,
so, and
I've heard the argument of just like, you know, these are all bad people. Like these characters are just they're bad people. I'm like, yes, they are. We're bad. We're all bad people.
Yeah,
they're real.
Everyone
and the fact
is
that it
flawed.
took them, everyone like, and it took that moment for them to finally just let the baggage out. I thought that was genius. That was like excellent. Like you couldn't have asked for a better send off or a realization of their error, and then actually wanting to try and help Menma because it's Menma and not because we want to get rid of Menma.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay, you want to know what flower
Yes.
it's called?
What is it?
It's the forget-me-not.
Mm.
And ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Dude,
So yeah, those are the
rough.
Flowers.
Dude, forget me not. I've forgotten.
My heart. But yeah, and then they're all like, we'll go to the secret base and we'll talk it out, and like Menma needs to be there because like Menma, like we're not the super peace busters without Menma. And sorry, I'm stealing the plot.
So yeah, but that's what happens, and so Yarami is like, oh my god, we got to get there now, and he piggyback rides.
Yeah, she's about to fade. I was like, you can't stop fading. This is not helping the tear ducts, my friend.
Right. And so and this was when Menma remembers her promise. And so she's like, it's right. I made a promise to Yarami's mom. And it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And they get back to the base, and she slides off. She becomes like weightless and falls off of him. So she like is starting to detach from the world, and he can still hear her though. And so they're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And so they all go look into the forest. They're playing hide and seek is the way they explain it. And so while they're out looking, the spirit of Menma writes in the diary. She writes 5 pages, and then she puts them all together in the shape of a flower. She wrote a letter for each one of them.
Damn.
And they each read their letter, and it's very sad. And that was whenever I saw the 5 letters, like from the opening, like flowers, that's what got me. That was the gut punch right there.
Yeah. Well, like I was already crying. Like I was doing like a fat cry before that, but it was an absolute gut punch. That whole scene when Secret Base starts playing and they're at the tree, and they're reading the messages, and I was dead. I was dead. Oh, God.
Yeah. And so she got to say goodbye, but goodbyes can't be one-sided, and they all finally got to see her.
Yeah, they said, yo, show yourself.
And they're like, yo, I found you. And then she's like, look, it's going to be okay. Like Yarumi's mom, I'm going to reincarnate. I'm going to be back. I got to play. I
could be a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Exactly. And so she finally fades. Credits roll.
Dang. And you know what? Sometimes it's all you need.
Fuck.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And like, at first with the scene, I was like, I don't know how I feel about like the hide and seek stuff. But then at the end, when they're like, "Are you ready yet?" to like hide, and then
she's
they
like,
see
"I'm
her
ready,"
and the symbolism, and I'm just like, oh, it hurts me so much.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
It hurts.
It does.
It hurts my whole fucking soul.
As you can tell, we all cried throughout that episode.
Yes.
If we have not made it clear enough.
Yeah, that one got me good.
Yeah.
And then the realization that everyone could hear and see Menma.
Dang.
And then like chills, tears.
1-2 punch.
Oh, it was fucked, bro.
It was a flurry at that point.
Yeah, punching. It was not fair.
That was like star platinum.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Or a sadly.
Or
sadly.
No. That's very funny.
That's the stand of the sissy flu, is that it bullet punches sadness into you. You
just
cry.
Sad. Yeah, it inflicts sadness with every punch.
Or what's that one Pokemon move that's like Lovely Kiss or some shit that it's like if this attack inflicts emotional damage, it does not ever miss.
No.
Some might say that's the bully tactic.
No.
Nerd.
Anyway, so that's the show.
Nice.
That was it.
Man.
And then also,
I almost blamed the I almost blamed the patrons because I thought that was a Patreon pick, but I'm gonna blame you, Garb. It's your fault, Garb. You made me cry.
Yeah,
hey, Garb, thanks for picking this.
Yeah, I cried too.
Thank you, man. Thanks for forgetting you picked it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's quite sad the forget me not of I don't know what brought me to put this on here.
Hey. Isn't that just in the spirit of the show, though?
Right. Yeah. So if you know who you are, email us.
If you put it on the list, email us.
Dude, email.
You get another free pick. You get another free pick. Anyway, we're gonna move on to those characters.
Hell yeah, man! These characters are. I like most of them. Not gonna say they were all great. I like most of them.
No, I like them all. Some were assholes, but like. And they needed to be that way for the story.
It's believable too,
and like it's believable. That's the big thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, why don't we start? Who do you want to start with?
Let's go with Yarumi. He's the first one we see.
Jintan, dude. I felt bad, man. Like I feel like he was affected the most outwardly because like he would stop going to school. This man just was not really a bum, but like more of a hermit kind. He just stayed home, really sad. He didn't want to leave because everybody gave him weird glances. He's a real kind-hearted kid. He was always a leader at his age when he was younger, and kind of rallied them all together again. I like his hair. Also, his hair's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's good. It really did take me a while to come around to him because he had that whole kind of like. This ain't real, this ain't real, and then it's like, I'm gonna work hard and not communicate with anybody. I'm like, okay, come on, bro. But I get it. Because nobody believed him in the start, so why would he like entrust somebody with what he's going through, like as the show progressed? Like, I get it.
Yeah. It's quite the development, and so he was believable at first, and the way he developed, it's real.
Mm-hmm. Real.
It hurt.
Sick, sad world.
Ow.
Owie.
Owie.
Who's next?
I guess we can go ahead and start here with Menma. So she's the spirit girl. She's the liveliest dead person I've ever seen.
I appreciate the innocence that she has in this whole like ordeal. Like the ghost, or rather Menma herself, literally didn't age, like mind-wise, which was refreshing.
I thought that was a smart move. That like she was still written as like a 10-year-old, you know?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Or
and like
whatever
that's
age, but yeah.
She was like the glue to the whole like Peace Busters consortium. Which was great because again, like being that catalyst for like the entire series and like how she impacted everyone's lives either positively or negatively, I thought that was great. Like that one key that you needed, which is good. Menma good.
Menma good.
Yeah, Menma, I really enjoyed her character, especially like, you know, especially in the second half where she kind of becomes a little bit more understanding and like has like knows what the wish is and everything like that. I thought that was really good.
It was rough, man.
Good. It made me cry.
Yeah. So next up, we have Naruko.
Hey,
she's awesome. She's a gamer.
She's a gamer. She's a closet gamer because she's all like preppy now, which was kind of weird. Like I guess like she just always wanted to be like the center of it. Like I guess what her issue was, like she was always kind of competing with Menma back in the day, trying to be like the center of attention. So that's why she has this whole different like look to her in the future, all like dressed up, like makeuped up, the best fashion. I was like, hey, I get it. Trying to look good, trying to bury the pain you feel. But she was actually a much more enjoyable character than I originally thought she was going to be. I thought she was going to be annoying, which was not the case. Like, just a regular average Joe.
Super nice.
Yeah. Just trying to make her way in the world.
And she, you know, and they explained that, you know, she has to study hard. That school wasn't easy.
I know.
And you know, she's doing her best, and by God, that's all you can ask for. Yeah. Once again, very believable character.
Yeah. You got a crush on Jintan, though, so, you know.
Very believable.
Very believable. I mean, look at that hair.
So next up, let's see. We can go with Popo.
Popo.
So
He likes Bubble Bo. He's good.
Dude.
Who doesn't?
He's chill, dude. He's got all those like floral shirts, dude.
That's me, dude. That's me.
That's you.
I would just wear.
He went to Peru, dude. He would have been a great guy.
Yeah, dude. I went to Peru. With floral shirts.
And
I liked his character.
Yeah, he's very fun.
Very understanding.
And nice. I feel like he's a really good like foil to a lot of the other characters.
Yeah.
Because he's like energetic and like, you know, speaks what it's on his mind most of the time, but also he's just as hurt as everyone else, even if he doesn't show it.
Yeah,
man.
And I feel like that's really important to show.
Bless you, Popo.
Bless you, Popo, and your dirty mags.
I'm also glad that they didn't, you know, play on that. Like, you know, there's some like, hey, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. But like, I think
I want to say it didn't offend me as much because I feel like it just lended to his whole kind of like quote unquote free kind of nature to him. Like again, he quit school, he traveled the world, pees anywhere he wants, believes anything he wants. So you know, he can see anything he wants. It was his man cave, dude.
Yeah, and he did what he needed to do.
Yeah, man. He got a bike. He got jobs. Got a lot of jobs.
He's got work to do, man.
Yeah, man. Do shit. Now he's back in school though, so we like that.
Yeah. So, speaking of school, next up we got the prep school duo. We got Cheriko. Man. She was a little mean at first, but we all came around to her.
I didn't feel like she was mean as much, just like...
a realist.
Realist and also, like, slightly indifferent, but not really. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, it says on the wiki, quiet observer, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it is.
God, I hate those quiet observer types.
She's also, whenever she does observe... she hits blunt.
She knows, yeah.
She doesn't bonk you. She just slaps you.
I do really enjoy. So, as a kid, she had short hair, and then as she grew up, she had the long hair.
Yeah.
And you see multiple scenes of her putting in hair clips, and you understand, or at least you come to understand at that point, she grew it out because of Yukiyatsu and his love for Menma. Menma had long hair with a hair clip, and it was a really big, like, symbolic move when she cut her hair that day of the firework. Kind of like to let that part of herself go at that point, you know? So that it was very, very good. And I really like definitely gets probably the least amount of screen time, but
I'd say half of these characters don't have a good amount of screen time, but
like,
I think it still does the job.
Yeah, she does. She still does, like, the best, and, like, she's very important to the story. I still feel like she's integral part, and this show would be so different without her. So I'm glad she's in it. You know? Yay.
We got Yukiyatsu, right?
Yeah, Yukiyatsu.
Little shitter.
He is the bulliest of the bullies, but he was also deeply hurt.
Yeah.
Man. And he was the first to kind of get snapped back to reality, like, in that. I think that was episode 3.
Goes gravity.
Yeah, he snapped a couple times.
Oop, they're all mad at me.
Yeah, it's true.
Dude.
Spaghetti.
But, yeah. It is.
I feel like the way they focused on him could have done. I feel like despite him being I think it was written great. I feel like they could have made him a little better because, like, it was. I found it kind of odd the whole situation where after he rescues, like, Anaru, like, from that weird One Piece guy.
Yeah.
That, like, he starts trying to, like, make moves on her. I was like, what are you, what is, I get the point was just, like, he's just trying to find someone new, I guess, but, like, it was kind of just weird, like.
Yeah, I didn't like
it.
I didn't like that.
They could have used that to focus on something else, I guess better solidify the type of relationship he has with Cheriko, like.
Yeah.
Because, like, we get sprinkles of that in between with the girls, like, being like, hey, can you hand this love letter to him? But, like, want to see what they've been doing, because, like, all I know is that they're prep school kids, and then afterwards just a dialogue splurge of her saying, like, you know, just trying to catch up with him. Like, I would have loved to see, like, those two in a more personal level, like, just to get more out of the character instead of the whole I'm hitting on Joe, dude. I'm hitting on her, dude. Kind of weird.
But
Let's see.
Okay,
that's the main Peace Busters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
but
all
we've
the
got, like,
super piece. You know, Satoshi we talked about.
Yeah, we got Yadami's dad.
Yadami's
Who
dad.
thinks everything is kawaii.
Yeah, he's good. It's very cute.
It hurt me every time he went. Like, the scene with the day of his wife's passing. Yeah, I was just like,
well, like, that's the thing.
Me,
like,
bro.
that for me hit, like, really real. It's like, I don't know, man. He's just doing his best, and, like, he doesn't know everything that's, like, going on in his son's mind. But
and he was blunt about it. He's like, "Is it about the job?" And he's like, "You knew that?" It's like, well, no, not really, but
well, and it's like,
my best.
And it's like he's trying to. Obviously, especially as, like, a single parent, that's, like, such an incredibly difficult thing to do, especially, you know, when you don't know about that, and he's just doing his best, and I'm like, I can respect the hell out of that, and I think it was a really good portrayal of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of these supported characters are, like, very real. Like, Satoshi's mom, like, the realization that, like, you feel bad for her, obviously, because she's, like, still remembers Meiko, and they paint her out to be like, oh, she's like, oh, the husband's the bad guy. And the husband's like, no, she hates you guys a lot. Like, I want her to forget so that she can forget the pain and maybe just ease up a little bit. But
yeah, she just
like,
needs to.
Like what they said, a mother's love is, like, forever. So I was just like, oh.
You can't really let go of that.
Yeah, man.
So it's another
I
super real, you know, portrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Whack.
Whack.
But then when the father was like, "How about we grieve as like a family?" And I'm just like, "Oof."
Dude, when Satoshi said, "You have another son, right? Do you even know how tall I am?" I was like,
Yeah. Yikes, bro. Oof.
I just wanted to throw something at the wall.
Yeah.
And she, like, you could tell on her face, she was just like, "Oh my god, like I messed up."
Yeah.
Rough.
Oof.
Yeah, and I guess we already mentioned Minima's family, and like Yadomi's mom too. Even though she wasn't alive during the course of events, she still was a very important character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah, not too big of a cast, but I think it's they didn't need anything more.
Yeah. Well,
like,
it also
they all served their purpose.
I already have enough time of a difficult time remembering these names. You try to throw a big cast on me,
Hell
I will
yeah,
forget.
baby.
Like what
Shoot.
happened with I don't even remember the name of the show.
Hell yeah, baby. I don't either.
Hell yeah, baby.
The one with the monster people.
Huh?
What?
You know the one.
Monster Hunter?
Monster Musume?
No. The
Monster
one we
people.
watched with the people in the town.
That doesn't
In the
doesn't
city.
help.
literally doesn't help anything.
You know the one where
School
we
Rumble?
all trashed it? You know?
Kenmo Friends?
The one.
Golden
No.
Time?
This is a recent one.
A recent one.
What?
Well,
Are you
What did we trash? Kill?
Well,
we
I
didn't kill a
trashed-
kill.
I trashed it.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking?
Oh,
Kekai
fucking
Sensen?
yeah, Kekai Sensen. You
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, I trashed that, dude.
Fuck
Oh no,
you.
didn't you mean Noragami?
Yeah, Noragami.
Noragami was good.
I only remember Bishamon.
Ooh,
But
don't we all?
yeah, when there's too many characters, my brain hurts.
Dude. Just give
Nice-
me
a nice-
Bobette, and Bobalina, dude.
A nice small cast.
Yeah.
Keep it small.
Keep it small, under 5'4".
No, it can't be that small, Chief.
But they like they really did a lot with these characters. There weren't a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
them, but they did so much with them.
Emotionally complex characters.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, overall thoughts on the show?
Pretty good.
Hurts.
Hey,
What?
hey,
What do you want?
What's
hey.
What do you
Hey,
want?
Someone's coming. What the? There's a spirit. The spirit of.
Ah, the spirit of Best Grill Pass.
Whoa.
You are here to admit your sins of picking bad Best Grills.
How
Of
dare
course
you.
not. Like, nobody, no.
I've
You
never
picked a
bad
toilet!
Best Grill. That was a
Hey,
You
great.
picked a toilet.
This is when I didn't know what the direction of the show
Confess
was.
for
Alright.
your sins.
Look, I never denied it.
Confess.
All right, look, that toilet, season 1's best girl right there.
Agreed.
Ah, the opinions. I'm melting.
Hey man, that's what you get with the Pino, baby.
We defeated the spirit.
Take that, you pasta eating ghost, dude.
Oh, dude, what was that?
Dude, I
Is
don't
that
know.
a ghost?
I don't know. Just somebody accusing me of liking toilets. Bathrooms are cool. That's about it.
Welcome to the 82nd edition of Who's the Best Girl, the part of the podcast where each contestant put forward their choice for Best Girl of the episode and duke it out bear the title of Best Grill. Today, our contestants, guys, you should know by now, it's Pino,
Season
Garb,
4,
myself, and the Patreon. Who are you each advocating for?
So I picked Honoru.
I
Who's
picked
next?
Cheriko.
Popo, baby! Popo! And also,
And-
Patreon pick Popo. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go!
Shoot, I'll start since I already said. Honoru has orange and or brown hair. Easy. That there was like no way I wasn't gonna pick her.
Popo has brown hair.
She played video games. I played video games.
Popo played video
we played Nokimon. We read Bobobo.
Popo
Look, she already had Bobobo already on the table, dude. I'm in. So I play Bobo. There was like a PlayStation Bobo game. I remember it was only Japan only, and like
Japanese.
the one dog VTuber was playing it. I was like, yo, this is
Hey, Pino.
awesome. We'd be playing that one, huh?
I know. On your coffee table, you're just gonna have volumes of Bobobo for like
Shoot.
light reading.
Yeah, man. Light reading, of course, dude.
Good.
Open chapter 1. Bobobo on a cross. Awesome.
Goodbye, except for you, Mr. Pickle.
You don't
You
get
can
to come
stay.
along.
You don't. Sorry.
You don't get
Um,
crucified.
Plus, she knows how to accessorize. She knows how to. She got style. She fly. So that's awesome. You know, Jinta didn't deserve her anyways.
But she only loves one man.
It's true. I forgot this table's glass. But no, I enjoyed her character very much. It was like, I don't know. There was just something about her, like, the way she was, the way she is, and her finally accepting herself. That was
the
great.
way we
like,
was.
Dude, how it is. What it be.
It is what it is. But what it do.
What it do. Oh, man. And who's next before I say Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
I think she's not best girl for one reason.
Why?
And one reason only.
Why? Because she's not wearing glasses? I accept.
It's because she's not wearing glasses. And also she's a Capricorn.
What does that mean?
She's a Capricorn.
What does that mean?
That means that her weakness is unforgiving and condescending.
Hey, man. Oh, damn.
I don't know. She's okay. She's not
just
great,
relentless, that's all.
She's not great, though. Because you know who is great? Popo, baby!
Popo, baby.
Big man on campus, bro. This dude wears cargo pants. This dude wears, like, floral Hawaiian shirts. He wears hats. He's loud. He wears flip-flops around, bro. He's like, I just want to be, like, best bros with this man.
This man probably smells.
Hey, I'll make him take a shower.
Fair. Okay.
Well, we won't be living in the secret base, so we'll have running water.
Okay, well, I guess that works. And he's got a motorcycle, I guess.
He does have a motorcycleta.
But you know, the one thing that doesn't make him the best?
Huh.
Sorry, I'm combing my beard right now. I don't see no beard on this man's face, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he shaves. Have you ever tried to kiss a man with a beard?
No.
I have.
Prickly, I'm assuming.
It is. It's slightly less comfortable.
Okay. You got me 2 times there. But what about this third one? I'm going to shoot right at you, baby.
Okay.
This man's working all day, bro.
Yeah, he's not even going to see you.
He brings home the money.
All right. You may be onto something.
Yeah, but can he do this?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know.
That was
remember, we're voices.
Scratching my chin hairs.
Dude, I'm literally actually, I have my comb. Combing my beard.
He probably can grow a beard. Look at him.
He probably does.
He looks like a dude who shaves relatively frequently.
He's got his machete at his secret base.
Yeah, and just, or like a straight razor and just cuts it all off. Easy money.
Madman.
He's great. He's beefy and large, and I want to give him a big hug.
Mad Max.
Fury Road.
He would be good at hugs.
Yeah, I want to give him a big hug.
True.
How tall is he? Let me check.
I got you, dude.
He's 6 foot. Yeah, so only 5 inches shorter than me.
Holy shit,
give him a big hug.
Dang, he's tall. Jesus.
Yeah, and he's
How tall was Honoru?
not.
Not? Oh, 5'5"? Easy.
She's 5'3".
What do you mean? I see 5. No, that says 53. It says weight, 53 kgs.
That's hard. Jesus Christ.
I'm seeing height right here on my anime list, bro. It says 5'5".
Well, I'm on the Anohana wiki, and it says 164 centimeters.
Wiki
Trumps now, dude.
Yeah, it's true. I forgot. Shout out to all you wiki admins.
Shout out to the wiki admins for the Anohana.
Yeah, man.
Wiki.
Shout out to you guys. You're doing the most, we appreciate it.
You're doing the host the most.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Good work.
All right, Garb. Tell us why. Who?
Wow, how rude. Cheriko. I'm not gonna forget Cheriko because she is blunt as hell. And you know,
I like blunt.
Sometimes you need it.
I love blunts.
Sometimes it's not even what you want, but it's what you need, or it's what you get.
She wears glasses too, so
She does wear glasses.
She's giving off that Satsuki kind of vibe. The whole she could step on me probably. I don't know.
Yeah, she could.
She's also smart, I guess.
Yeah,
but you know,
prep school, dude.
You know one thing.
What's that? I'm not afraid of her. It's okay. I don't mind a woman being smarter than me.
I couldn't think of anything.
You know what?
Couldn't think of anything. She's actually a pretty good pick.
She was mean at
Wow.
first, but
she's too quiet.
Shoot, I'm too quiet. Shoot, we would have nothing to say. That'd be perfect.
Pino,
yeah, that'd be great. We just
Pino,
sit on opposite sides of the room
Pino,
and
look at
read
your goddamn
independently.
wavelengths for this episode. You are not quiet, bro.
It's because you guys are my friends. If I'm sitting out at Starbucks, I'm just drinking my coffee.
What?
That's about it.
Pardon?
Yeah, just drinking coffee at my Starbucks, dude. That's all I'm doing.
Why are you drinking coffee?
Because I
love
like
coffee.
Coffee sucks.
No, you suck.
No, you suck, dude.
Wow.
Have you even
If
had
you think Chuck sucks,
Javalia?
Guys, send us an email at fuckyanimePodcast@gmail.com.
Send us an email if you think coffee's better than Chuck.
Guys, send us an
Shoot.
email if you think coffee actually sucks big doggy doo-doo.
No, coffee's great. Coffee
guys,
and
tell us
tea.
why our best girls should have been the dad.
Guys, you should have. Guys, you guys, who's best dad?
We'll have.
Okay.
I'm
Dad
sure.
of anime of what we've watched.
Guys, we got email.
Oh, dude.
Have you ever considered that we sometimes get email?
Yeah.
No, I've never. Should I consider
So
it?
thank you, Alex, for sending us this email. Title: Actual question. Good, we like that. Are you more likely to watch a show based on the concept, OP, preview, or recommendation? Never on recommendation because I don't trust Gabe or Pino.
Whoa! Whoa!
OP
So shots fired, baby.
OP, yes, but I need to look into it a little bit more because there are times where I'm just like, you know what, that opening's pretty hot, and then I look up stuff and it's like, this show's bad, and I say, oh no, and,
Nice.
and then I don't watch it. But sometimes there's a really good concept, like girls camping, and then I'm like, I'm in, baby, you got me. Yeah.
How do I pick my anime? Jesus.
You look at what was on Toonami 10 years ago, and you pick from that list.
Yeah, but that doesn't count anymore. I don't watch Toonami.
Well,
It
that's
just
why
happens to be on Toonami.
that's why I said 10
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You didn't need to watch it while it was on Toonami. You just need to know it was
It
on
just
Toonami.
existed on Toonami.
You need to know that it existed at one point in time.
I think more recently, if it's an easy reach and if the promotional art looks kind of cool, I'll probably click and say, you know what, might as well give it a go. That, or if it's related to and or being a shonen, I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't like listening to the OPs before watching a show, mostly because I like getting that surprise of, hey, this is a cool OP, and then playing it for an ungodly amount of time when I'm not watching the show.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it's mostly just the promotional art, or if it's on Toonami, yeah.
I'll agree with you in that art style is usually one of the big factors for me. But I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just needs a good character, or just. I guess it's the premise really that's the most important to me. But even then, it's well, you can have a bad premise and still be a good show, and the other way around too.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about that, and I guess also, if there's a history behind something, I'm more likely to, because I watched Full Metal Alchemist the original, just because I was like, you know what, I've heard so much goddamn shit about this show that I should finally do it, and that's the same thing with Gundam. It was just there's no real intrinsic reason why I wanted to watch it besides I want to build a model kit, and I also want to just see what all the hubbub is about. I guess that's it. I watch it to question the hype. I'm
Right.
why are people getting lit over
That does happen.
My
That
Hero
does happen.
season 5? And
I
then
feel like I'm the same way with video games, actually.
Yeah.
Because if you're subscribed to the Patreon, I'll follow the Patreon if you'd like to talk to us. It's only $1.
True. It's very guys. We're cheap. Jesus Christ, dude.
I was talking to Sid on the Patreon, and he was like, "Hey, it's Golden Week, and something. He's playing Soccer Wars." I was like, "Sounds pretty cool." He suggested, "Hey, look up some information before playing it." Obviously, I bought it before playing it, or before watching the information.
You bought it before playing it? Unheard of.
No, so I watched some videos and I realized it was like a whole ass like legacy. Like it's a really old series. So like whenever I come across things like that gaming wise, I'm like, I kind of want to just like run through it. Like either if I have the opportunity to start from the beginning or just to jump in at a good jumping in point. So like, at least for games, that's how I kind of go for it. Like that's how I did with Metal Gear. I was like, I got the collection, but I might as well like play the first one first and like just feel and experience what people just experienced over the time.
Yeah, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I watch One Piece nonstop. I want to experience it good.
And also sometimes I just want to watch sad shit.
Yeah, yeah, like, and you know,
like the next thing on my list is March Comes In Like a Lion, and I know I'm gonna die.
The one with the funny lips.
Yep, but also funny faces, big eyes.
What did you say? March Comes In
like a lion. Gatsu no Lion. It's like 3 Gatsu no Lion, something like that.
Yeah, but
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I've sent the openings in the chat many a time.
Yeah,
they do have strange lips.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait till whenever it becomes added on the list.
I can't wait until I add it on on the list.
They all look like frog people.
I know.
I think it's also very funny that like if I see an anime or like I've watched an anime and I'm like, so like one of us is gonna put it on. It's not gonna be me, but I know someone's gonna put it on.
It's gonna show up eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff.
So for me, it's kind of, I can't say that one ever weighs in more than others. Because I mean, honestly, I think GT is worth watching just to listen to Dan Dan Kokoro. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, like, but that's a premise based on an existing premise, I guess. So you kind of, it's kind of like, that's a difficult question to answer. But
yeah,
I don't think I ever have one of those that is really, that I weigh more than the others.
Yeah, there's a lot of aspects.
Yeah,
but also
there's some good shows with bad openings that's like, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's it makes me sad. But also there's sometimes real good openings.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah. Thanks for the email, Alex.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you.
Now we can. There's one thing. Miscellaneous, real quick.
Yeah.
There is a movie, but it's basically just a retelling. It's like new animation, I think, but it's a retelling of the story from them a year later. So they're grown.
Oh, cool.
They've grown up a year, and they
like
and then they write letters in Menma's memory, and then they reminisce about things that happened. So it's retelling of the story in perspective of each member of the Peacebusters, the Super Peacebusters. So interesting stuff. But
I came across promotional art with their designs like more into the future, and I also found a website implying that they're doing something for their, I guess, 10th anniversary. Yes. So I'm a little scared.
Yeah, there's because this was released in 2011, and in part of the song, I think in Secret Base, I think there's a line where it says like, "We'll meet 10 years from now."
Oh, dude!
And so 10-year anniversary. And yeah, so they did do like new art of them aged up 10 more years, which I love. But there hasn't been anything else, but there might be, a special or something like that down the line. But hey, maybe this will be the push, even though it's already kind of exists. But
yeah,
we'll do it. It's promise.
All right, we'll make it come out sooner.
We're going to will it into
Don't worry,
existence.
when we post this on the Wednesday, it'll be announced then. Don't you worry, guys. We got you.
Yeah.
Got you covered. Anohana fans.
No worries, guy.
Anyways, I think we're ready for the moment of truth.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Whoa, this is gonna be hard.
If you want, I can start.
Go ahead. Rate this bad boy.
I hate it. 0. I'm just kidding. So, coming into this I knew I was gonna eventually like it. I didn't know how much I was gonna like it, which was a nice surprise. Considering I don't like sad shows because I don't like feeling sad or happy sad. One Piece already does that enough for me.
Pano, weren't you the man who picked a silent voice? Anyway,
that was recommended to me. Remember, that was a Patreon pick.
Was it?
Ah.
Right?
Well, you hosted it, right?
Yeah, I hosted it, yeah.
Yeah, so you picked it.
I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it.
What do you mean?
It picked me.
Wasn't me.
It picked you.
It picked me.
It happens. Anohana picked us.
Yeah, and in the same regards as that show, like Silent Voice and even Erased, where you get so engrossed in the world that they build and even the characters that they make. I think they did a very good job making believable characters, not likable, believable characters with like actual flaws, actual traumas, and the slow and painful process of just learning to accept like this happened. There was nothing that could have been done at that point. As much as you would like to change something, this is now, and you got to move forward.
Yeah.
Those are really hard-hitting topics, and I think that they did it wonderfully. I think it ended off in a great note. Yes, they could have focused or changed some focus on some characters. Yes, I was annoyed at the wish thing, but I think it all kind of
I feel like it
connected.
Worked out in the end, yeah.
It worked out in the end. I'm going to give this a 4.6 out of 5. 4.6 out of 5. I enjoyed it very much. It's just those little minor nitpicks there. Also the fear of this new movie coming out, or whatever this new thing is with the promotional stuff.
Fair enough. I guess I'll go next because Garb, you hosted, so you get the last laugh. I also really enjoyed it. The first couple episodes, I was a little bit lukewarm. Like there were still some really good moments in the first part, but especially when things ramp up in the second half and then the last episode and I just die. Like, oof. I think I'm trying to look back at my previous my previous rankings.
Yeah, because I was thinking of Silent Voice and Erased, and I like those a lot. A little bit more than this. But, it's still really good.
Yeah, Jesus. It's so hard though. Also, Erased was a while ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think Pino's on the right track. I'm also giving it a 4.6. I feel like that's pretty solid. It's definitely a very, very good show. Would recommend. But there's still some, hang-ups with the story and some of the characters, but still fucking really good.
Yeah, man. Just do it.
Just do it.
All right, buddy.
Man, this is difficult. But I think I'll give it a 4.9.
Oh, wow.
Very high. I almost said fuck it and gave it a 5, but
what stopped you?
I don't know.
Why don't you just give it the 5? I already regret not giving Erased a 5.
Dude, I need to rewatch Erased. Well, y'all know me. I'm only giving 5s to 3 shows total. And we've already got
5s to the ones that surprised me the most.
I mean this was bizarrely good.
Delightfully delightfulish.
Yes.
I was not prepared. I was not ready.
Neither were we. Even though I joked about it in the last episode, I'm not ready. Of course I'm not ready.
Yeah, oh ready. My god. That last whole episode. God damn.
But hey, that's I think those are pretty good scores all around.
Yeah, average 4.7 out of 5.
Dude, who says we have bad opinions? We do. We tell it to ourselves every day.
You have bad opinions. I only have good opinions.
I can't believe you. In this part of the country?
Yes.
Localized entirely in this podcast?
Yes.
May I host it?
No.
No. Host it next week. What the hell?
Hey, what are we watching next week? Me?
It's you.
Guys, guess what? I know what we're watching next week, and this has actually been something that I have recommended to other people in the past. And I have yet to watch it, but now I'm forcing everyone to watch it.
Yay.
Next time, we will be watching Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad.
Beck.
Yeah, so it's a show about music. And that's all I'm going to tell you.
Good, because I don't know anything about Beck.
Good.
Except for the opening.
Good,
Yeah,
because I don't know anything else about Beck except for the opening.
Ooh.
But
Exciting.
yeah, I'm excited to finally give it a go. I've recommended this to people, even though I've never seen it, and people say they enjoy it, and they were very happy with my recommendation. So I said, yeah, baby.
What would happen if you watched it and you ended up not liking it?
I'm actually gonna be so sad if I don't like this.
That's my biggest fear.
That's my biggest fear, bro. But I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Well, it's sometimes you can recommend things you don't like.
Well, but I don't even know if I like it or not.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
We'll see. We'll see next time, right?
Exciting stuff. Yeah, of course.
So better come back, huh?
Yeah.
Better.
If you already made it this far, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Subscribe.
Of course you're coming back.
Hit the
You
like
better.
button. Send us an email.
Yeah.
Go pay us money on Patreon if you really feel like it. You don't have to, but if you want.
Speaking of coming back, I think I see the light.
Wait
Wait.
so bright!
We're gonna be alive again.
No!
What am I gonna become?
I hate being alive.
I'm a put.
Shit, go back.
Can I go back?
Let me live in the airwaves.
No.
That no one said to tell their mom they love her.
Guys, guess what?
You better have already told your mom you loved her. 'cause
It's true.
Mother's
We've
Day
told
was
you.
last
We've
week.
told you 81 times to tell your mom you love her. If you haven't told her that once, fuck, dude. Come on, man. Well, actually, no. I think we did it 79 times because one time we told you to tell your dad that you love him, and then one time was Pop Team Epic, and I don't think we said anything there.
I mean, that episode was just. I mean, what even is
3.
that show?
It's 3. That's it.
Guys, make sure to tell your mom you love her. And we'll see you next time with another episode of the Funky Anime Podcast.
See you
Hell
on the
yeah.
airwaves.
Now, where my tissue box? I'm gonna cry again.
Come see us again next time. Bye.